So I'm recording this video for you to tell you about this new eclipse reading that I'm offering, and this is one of the most important readings that I've ever offered you. And there's a huge paradigm shift happening now, and this is the most powerful eclipse we're going to have for the rest of our lifetime, so it's very important. And I'm going to start this off with a question: are you ready to be pushed beyond your comfort zone? I hope so, because times have changed, and as they say in Texas, boy, you can't put the you-know-what back in the horse. And I'm not sure if they say this in Texas or not, but I sure hope they do. Say it again. Boy, you can't put the you-know-what back in the horse. Once it comes out, it's out. And that's what's happened in our culture and in our world. Things have changed. This eclipse in Cancer has outlined some major issues that we all need to pay attention to. In general, it shows an immense opportunity for us to grow beyond simply acting based on our emotional fears and weaknesses, and basing decisions on this desire to always stay within our comfort zone. Always doing what we feel like doing rather than what we know is right. And no BS today. You may tell yourself that you don't do that, but you do. Everyone does. Instead of simply acting appropriately, meeting life situations in an appropriate way, we act based on how we feel in the moment, based on our moods and emotions. It determines almost everything we do in life. In fact, it's so fundamental and simple that we miss it. We think, well, what else am I supposed to do? Of course I act based on how I feel. But acting based on our feelings is just a very small part of what we should factor in when making a decision. Here's an example. You set out to start a new exercise program. So you get a gym membership, go a few times, and then you never go again. Why? Because you don't feel like it. It's outside your comfort zone. You know going to the gym is the best thing for you, but you just don't do it. How many other things in your life are like this? You know you should get up a little earlier and do some meditation. You know you should only eat a certain amount of food. You should eat a certain type of food. So many other things, yet you just don't do it. Why? Because you don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it is the great excuse that the ego uses to pretty much do anything. And this is why the ego is running the show, and you're not growing as much as you would like to grow, imagine you could grow, and there's all kinds of pockets of weakness in your mind and life because of this I don't feel like it nature. And this is what keeps us in this kind of swoon of staying stuck, because we base all of our decisions on how we feel in the moment. That's what the sign of Cancer is. It keeps us sensitive to how we feel in the moment, but that's only one small part of life. And so this eclipse is illustrating that. It's something so basic we don't even see it. So many are going to miss the point entirely and instead just feel a sense of confusion during this whole eclipse cycle. You might be one of them. The reason things have degraded to the point they have socially in this country and globally also with each other is the same reason, because we don't want to be pushed out of our comfort zone. But guess what, folks? As I say, we no longer have a choice. We all better get used to the new definition of what a comfort zone is, because things are changing and they've already changed. So what is an eclipse? It's what occurs when the sun, which is the soul, the moon, which is the mind, and the earth all align at the exact same time. On the spiritual level, this is very powerful in allowing us to take actions through our body that strengthen our spiritual progress and our psychological spiritual connection. They're very powerful, concentrated moments that we can pay attention to in order to grow and evolve spiritually very quickly. And the real power behind this eclipse is to get out of this basing all of our decisions on how we feel. So what do you get in this reading? I'm going to take a look at the sign of Cancer and what makes you most comfortable, what you're hanging on to. Any planets in the sign of Cancer, what energies help you feel comfortable and connected. The nodal axis, which is Rahu and Ketu in your chart, what experiences have you captivated that you keep going back into no matter what. You're not going to get knocked out of that comfort zone. The dasha cycle, which karmas are you experiencing now? Recent transits, how the recent astrology weather has impacted you, like the transits of the nodes and Saturn, Jupiter. Upcoming transits, how the upcoming astrology weather will impact you. with where the planets are moving next, and also the moon. I forgot to put on here, but the moon also, I'm going to look at the moon very closely, because the moon is our habits, and it's for only $49.93. $49.93. I'll assess these things. So go ahead and take care of that now.